Hey, what's up, guys? Twintuitive717 here. I am back with another reading. We're going to dive right into a collective message around the Divine Masculine Collective. The message I'm picking up on is the masculines, they're not trying to hide this connection anymore. Okay, I feel like they're at a point where they really don't care to put in a lot of effort into hiding how it is they feel or masking how they feel. So I feel like it's coming off as just a short temper, okay? Especially if you guys go in and out of communication. If they're not in communication with you, I feel like everybody else in their life has to pay the price for it. A lot of you are going through deep shifts in your connections, and I feel like it is because a lot of your masculines, they're in the game now, okay? They are fully aware of what it is they feel for you. Okay, that's what I'm getting. They feel alive when it comes to you. Many of you may be getting a lot of nostalgic hits or intuitive hits, a lot of nostalgic feelings of new love rushing in. Okay, you don't know why it is it feels so good or so brand new. But yeah, I feel like this is part of why many of your masculines don't really care to hide it, is because it probably just feels so good. Okay, we have letting go. I can feel more in there. Okay, let's find out what's happening in the background with your divine masculines. Okay, why aren't they hiding this? What's happening? Okay, so we are starting with letting go. Surrender, open, give up, release. So what I'm getting from give up, all of the darkness that they're in, it's like they're kind of shifting and surrendering and moving towards the light. And what I'm getting by the light, it's like a representation of the twin flame journey or their connection to their divine feminine. Whoever you are as their divine feminine counterpart, you feel good and you've proven yourself on this journey. I feel like you have remained sovereign, you've remained grounded in your truth. Because you've remained honest, I feel like the universe has provided you with certain blessings. A lot of your masculines have observed how protected you are. And I feel like one of the things they're most inspired by is seeing you move with a lot of honesty. Even if you've been thrown under the bus or you've had to look strange or weird or whatever the case is, it didn't matter to many of you. You just knew that being honest with everybody on this journey was really important to you. Okay, this could have been many of you shifting out of work situations. If it didn't feel good, if it didn't feel right, many of you were ready to make an exit out of certain relationships. I feel like a lot of you just started sinking in more into your authenticity, no matter how strange or awkward it made other people feel, or no matter how it might have turned your world upside down or made it more lonely. I feel like a lot of you, you're mirroring back what like a lot of your masculines may be going through now. Do you remember that phase, divine feminine, where you just kind of didn't care? You stopped caring. You started seeing relationships as they were. Many of you gave up a lot of superficial relationships. Let's say you were friends with people from high school for a really long time that might have followed you into adulthood. A lot of those relationships, many of you just kind of cut loose. You could have drawn boundaries with certain relationships that you had. Many of you might have gone through divorce, separation because of this whole journey. But the energy I'm getting is like letting go. You were unafraid to delve into all of the lessons because I feel like at the core you knew the truth and you didn't hesitate. Maybe many of your masculines hesitated and they might have gone off on their own path, which caused a lot of tower moments for the both of you in your connection. But I do feel like it might have been designed that way to ensure that you both went through some of the lessons that you might have gone through. Always be grateful, guys, like for whatever you go through on this journey, even if it is painful, because I do feel like there's so many beautiful like lessons, and those lessons turn into like parts of you that become more resilient and wise and aware. Okay, so always be grateful for the experiences happening, even if it feels really shitty. I promise you, like, it's going to pass, and it'll pass even quicker if you can change your perspective to gratitude. So this is where your masculines are at. This is why they can't hide it, because I feel like they're fed up, and letting go probably feels a lot easier. Also, too, like, I'm getting like tense shoulders. Somebody could feel like they're tired of being tense or on edge. I feel like you bring them more peace because many of you have been maybe spending more time together with your counterparts, whether it is through just being in like the spiritual realm. So what that could look like is a lot of you have deleted a lot of like tarot readings that might speak ill of the divine masculine collective. A lot of you are staying away from karmic readings, for example, and you're finding yourself going more into a place of peace. So you may be mirroring your masculine in that sense, where the energy itself between you two just feels a lot more peaceful, and it's making it easier for them to move towards the truth of what feels good and where they want to go. Okay, let's see what else is coming out in terms of the truth. So we have torment, anxiety, bondage, depression, and troubled. I feel like a lot of them experience this when you guys are out of communication. That's why many of your masculines, I feel like since the ending of 2024 and I want to say the beginning of 2025, a lot of you experienced them reaching out, especially after long periods of both of you not contacting one another, and you felt their energy. Many of you felt the fatigue. You felt just the brain fog, being outside of yourself. You weren't hitting your goals as much. You weren't working out. Your energy felt very stagnant. So they reached out. I feel like that was the only thing that they could do. And because they saw the shift in energy, many of them aren't hiding the connection anymore. Okay, we have greed, laziness, obsession, cruelty, stupidity. This could have been part of this torment energy that they might have been experiencing when they were in separation from you. I think greed also represents a lot of the circles that they may have been caught up in. I'm feeling that many of your masculines, there's a big lesson in letting go. And it has a lot to do with the lifestyle, the environment that they were surrounded by. You did this very early on your journey, no looking back. But I feel like a lot of your masculines took the slow path. Okay, really giving people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe feeling this constant need to fit into a group, to fit into a community. The need for validation. I feel like a lot of our divine masculine collective, they take time to feel that, because it's just such a natural instinct to want to be part of a group and to seek validation, that it really does take them time and effort, a lot of effort and discipline, to realize that, they can make decisions on their own, and they actually, they don't have to follow along. They don't have to follow along suit. It takes them a lot of time to realize that it's okay to break away from that, break away from the herd mentality. Okay, so I feel like maybe because they are breaking away from it and moving towards, again, what feels good. There's a lot of energy around peace and comfort. Many of your masculines see you as comfort, more so than the people that they're used to spending time with, or the people that they would have sacrificed the connection with you for. They're finally at that place where they're realizing that the effects of their energy it's not good. It's been depleted. Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Okay, a lot of them are feeling the torment of choosing the wrong path. Many of them are in torment as well, because I feel like a lot of them this year, I'm so sorry to keep clearing my throat, guys. I don't know why. I think it's just because in the last little while with picking up the divine masculine's energy, I am feeling like a lot of them are having to be honest and maybe speak up in certain ways. And yeah, there's just maybe a lot of blocks around that. But it is happening slowly for a lot of them. And every time I have to clear my throat, I feel like it just kind of happens like a pile up. And then I'm just I just kind of have to clear away the feeling. So it could be for a lot of them, there needs to be a lot that's either said or communicated. But yeah, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. It could have a lot to do with them they're not afraid to cut off certain connections. I feel like they're not hanging out with people as much. This could have been something that they were doing in the past, wasting time. That's why you get laziness here. They could have been doing a lot of that, and watching you and the way that you rose above the journey, I want to say the either abandonment or rejection that many of you faced from your divine masculine, you really alchemized. They're having to sit with the feeling of watching you alchemize and now wondering how it is they do that for themselves now. And part of doing that for themselves is maybe letting go, moving towards you, and bringing this connection a little bit more out in the open. Miracle's been a big word that's been coming up. No, I'm serious, guys. Like, I even have a little like, I don't know, like a little wall decor thing that hangs, and it says that cupcakes are muffins that believed in miracles. And then I ended up seeing it like a few times, like just being out and about. I know you guys know what I mean. I can't explain it, but it's like, you know, when the word just stands out. So I feel like for many of you, maybe this connection coming out in the open is going to be somewhat of a miracle for many of you, where like it's going to go public. Like a lot of you may have like, okay, let's say your divine masculine follows you on social media, or they could like a picture of you that's public. They could comment, and many of you might be like, oh my God, you know, people are going to see that, right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like, they really don't care. They're not trying to hide this connection anymore. I feel like they're experiencing so much on the spiritual level in terms of like their life shifting, the fact that they can't hide from just bursting open to their spirituality, connecting to themselves more, realizing that there is something bigger, that there is magic in the air, because this connection with you in itself is magical. You're making them want to like dream bigger, go for more, maybe even experience a miracle themselves. Maybe that's what they love about you, is that they see a miracle within you. I feel like for a lot of you, you stood out in the beginning for whoever this divine masculine is. You really stood out as someone who was truly strange, okay? Maybe you did take this whole twin flame connection to heart. Many of you might have kind of had verbal diarrhea and told your divine masculine everything about your spiritual path and how you believe in this journey, and they might have not been there just yet and totally abandoned you because of it. And it really triggered many of you into that place of learning how to alchemize hurt and pain and rejection and go on that whole healing journey. And they weren't expecting you to do that. They were just expecting you to completely I feel like either go away, or this experience to just go away, but it never did. It just continued to get stronger. That's why a lot of the divine masculines are dealing with so much regret for the way that they might have treated you or been unkind, said cruel things. I feel like a lot of you are just a beautiful flower. Just you continue to blossom, and you continue to do it in a way that it reminds me of the song Eyes on Fire, steadily emerging with grace, and in time and the right place, steadily emerging with grace, and just in time and the right place. Suddenly I will play my ace. So ace energy could be really important for many of you, okay? New beginnings. So miracle, it says dreams come true, get what you want. For a lot of you, I feel like get what you want has to do with the validation of your masculines coming forward and saying, like, you were right. A lot of them are experiencing deep, profound romantic feelings for you. It's going to push them forward to make some kind of romantic gesture. And I'm hearing for a lot of you, it's going to be publicly, where the karmic is going to see, the masculine's family is going to see, like friends and friends and friends of friends and friends and all of that stuff. I heard from a friend of mine. Do you guys remember Freaky Stories on YTV? I heard from a friend of mine. People are going to be talking about, oh my God, did you see that? I feel like that's what's going to be happening with a lot of you. And divine feminine, like, miracles do happen. I feel like a lot of you are going to feel that way because you've either dreamt about this moment or you knew that this moment was going to come. But a lot of people are going to be talking about the passion between you guys, and that, holy shit, like, these two really were, like, meant to be, or these two really were in this kind of deep connection. Because look at this divine masculine, like, moving back towards that same connection. I feel like a lot of people are going to experience you two still in each other's lives after all of this time, and it's going to be at your divine masculine's hands, because yeah, they're done hiding this connection. This could do with you as well, divine feminine, moving forward in some way. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. This is that beginning energy I was talking about where, you know, divine feminine's, you're a strange one. Okay? But now you're standing out as that strange one that's like, everybody wants to do what you're doing, everybody wants to be like you, everybody wishes that they took the path that you did, the unorthodox path, the path that was dark, the path that was lonely, the path that was unknown, like the Fool. They laughed at you as the Fool, but, you know, the Fool's got a lot of gumption. You guys like that word, eh? Yeah, I learned it from Farmer Ben from the Berenstain Bears. He's like, you cubs got a lot of gumption. Well, yeah, that's what it is. You got a lot of gumption, Divine Feminine. And now I do feel like, yeah, it's returning back to you in the form of like these passionate gestures coming from your masculines. They're giving this a chance. They're freeing themselves from the torment. The torment is like this place of tug of war, and I feel like a lot of them are waking up to be like, what the fuck, like what am I oh, I'm so sorry to curse, oh my goodness, sorry to lay that on you, especially if you guys might have been listening in front of your kids or something like that. I'm so sorry. I feel like it's probably just the Divine Masculine's energy, but I do feel like a lot of them are like waking up to the fact that it's like, why on earth would I be in this energy of torment? I don't even feel fulfillment in trying to sustain a lot of these relationships that keep me away from my Divine Feminine. And that's what I mean by they're wanting this connection to come out in the open, free yourself. Because it's like, why would I choose to stay here and please you guys when I could be out there seeking out my own happiness? That's where they're at right now. That's it. So trust in this love, because, you know, I feel like somebody's trying to give this a chance. Okay, keep an open mind means that you two have always differed from one another, but it doesn't mean that the love and the feelings and the intensity wasn't there, and now everybody's going to see it. So, yeah, that's what I have for you guys for this one. All right, if you guys have enjoyed, be sure to hit me up for a personal session if you would maybe like a part 2 and you'd like to dig in a little bit deeper. I do have a variety of services that I offer. So if you would just maybe like a quick follow-up question, head over to wizio.com and maybe you can see one of the quick question options there if this reading resonates and you want some more clarity on that. Okay, guys? And for those of you who like the sensual readings, if you do feel like your connection may be heating up or moving in this direction, be sure to check out the Sensual Little Library. Join the channel. It's in the memberships. I've got some 18 plus readings. I did update it today as well with 3 new ones. So for all of the members that are currently there and the new ones hopping on, be sure to check those out as well. All right, guys, I will catch you in the next reading. Until then, you guys take it easy, okay? All right, bye.